Dear students, welcome. This is our 6th class on reduction formula. Let us start. Now, if I am n, this is equal to integration 0 to pi by 2 cos to the power mx cos nx. Then prove that I am m equal to m into m minus 1 divided by m square minus n square I m minus 2n. If I am n equal to integration 0 to pi by 2 cos to the power mx cos nx dx, then we have to show that I am n equal to this. In this case, I am n. The solution will be like this. I am n equal to integration 0 to pi by 2 cos to the power mx cos nx. This is equal to, now we will integrate this by parts, taking cos nx as the second function. Cos to the power mx sin nx divided by m integration 0 to pi by 2, differentiation of the first function m cos to the power m minus 1x, the differentiation of cos x is minus sin x into sin nx divided by m dx. Integrating by parts, taking cos nx as the second function. Integrating by parts, taking cos nx as the second function. First function is integration of the second function minus differentiation of the first function into integration of the second function. If you put pi by 2, cos pi by 2 is equal to 0 and sin 0 equal to 0, this is equal to 0 minus 0, no contribution from this term. Minus plus m by m divided by m, 0 to pi by 2 cos to the power m minus 1x sin x into sin nx. Since you may write here, since cos pi by 2 equal to 0 and also sin 0 equal to 0, therefore these terms will be equal to 0. In our in a class we solve the same problem. Then in that case we wrote sin nx into sin x as cos n minus 1x minus cos nx cos x. This time we shall, since we have to prove this one, this time we shall integrate this by parts, taking sin nx as the second function. This is equal to m by m. Take this as the first function and sin nx as the second function. First function cos to the power m minus 1x into sin x into integration of the second function cos nx divided by m, 0 to pi by 2, minus integration 0 to pi by 2, the differentiation of the first function cos to the power m minus 1x into cos x plus m minus 1 cos to the power m minus 2x, again differentiation of cos x is sin x. First function, differentiation of the second function, the differentiation of the first function into second function. into second function. The differentiation of this is this. We have to integrate this with respect to x. Sin nx, the integration of sin nx is minus cos nx divided by r dx. Minus cos nx divided by r dx. This is equal to m by n. You see, it will be cos pi by 2. Cos pi by 2 means 0, sin 0 equal to 0, therefore it will be 0 minus 0. Now, this is a minus sign, it is also a minus sign. We may write here plus. Write here plus. Integration 0 to pi by 2. Cos to the power, what will be this? Cos to the power mx. Cos to the power mx. Minus m minus 1. M minus 1. Cos to the power m minus 2 x into sin square x into sin square x, and it will be cos mx divided by r. It will be cos mx divided by r. Am I right? This is equal to, first we write this down. This is multiplied by cos nx divided by n. Therefore, it will be m divided by n square. Integration 0 to pi by 2. Cos to the power mx into cos nx dx. It will be like this. Minus m into m minus 1 divided by this m and this m, n square. Integral 0 to pi by 2. Cos to the power m minus 2x. For this sin square x, we may write 1 minus cos square x. Also cos nx is also here. Cos square x. Now, this is equal to m by n square. What is this? It is nothing but I m n. Left side, you remember, left side is also I m n. Minus m into m minus 1 divided by n square. Integration 0 to pi by 2, this into this, m into 1, it will be cos to the power m minus 2x into cos mx dx. This is minus, this is also minus, therefore it will be plus m into m minus 1 divided by n square. Cos to the power m minus 2x into cos square x. It will be cos to the power mx. Integral 0 to pi by 2. Cos to the power mx into cos nx dx. Since cos to the power m minus 2x into cos square x equal to cos to the power mx. Since this is equal to this. Now, this is equal to m by n square I m n minus m into m minus 1 divided by m square. It will be I m minus 2m definitely. If I m n stands for, if integration 0 to pi by 2 cos mx into cos nx is equal to I m n, what will be this? This must be equal to I m minus 2m plus m into m minus 1 divided by m square. It is again I m n. It is again I m n, right? This means it will be 1 minus m by n square minus m into m minus 1 divided by m square IMN is equal to minus m into m minus 1 divided by m square IM minus 2n. IM minus 2n, right? Now multiply both sides by m square. It will be m square minus m into m minus 1 IMN. This is equal to minus m into m minus 1 IM minus 2m. It will be like this. It will be like this. Now, this implies m square minus m square plus m IMN equal to minus m into m minus 1 IM minus 2m. IM minus 2m. This plus m minus m will be cancelled. It will be m square minus m square IMN equal to minus m into m minus 1 IM minus 2m. This means m square minus m square multiplied by minus 1. It will be m into m minus 1 IM minus 2m. IM minus 2n. This means that IMN equal to m into m minus 1 divided by m square minus m square IM minus 2m. It will be like this. Hence proved. Hence proved. Hence proved. IMN equal to m into m minus 1 divided by m square minus n square IM minus 2m. It has been proved. Take one let me give you a chance to write down. Paresh, you have done. Next question is this. Next question. Obtain a reduction formula for the integral sin nx divided by sin x dx. Obtain a reduction formula for sin nx divided by sin x and prove that integration 0 to sin nx divided by sin x 0 to pi iman is pi or 0 according as m is odd or even. We have to prove that integration 0 to pi sin nx divided by sin x dx equal to pi if n is even, if n is odd. And if n is even, then integration 0 to pi sin nx divided by sin x, the integral of this equal to 0. If n is even, equal to 0. If n is odd, it is equal to pi. And hence show that we have to apply this. Hence show that integration 0 to pi sine nx, I am writing theta, sine n theta, this whole square, this is equal to n pi, equal to n pi. Three parts of this question. Number one, we have to obtain a reduction formula for sin nx by sin x. Then, using definite integral, we have to prove that the limit is 0 to pi, then it is pi when n is odd, and it is 0 when n is even. And we have to use this property, use this. Using this, we have to show that 0 to pi sin n theta divided by theta, sin theta whole square equal to n pi. Using this, we have to show this. Let's start. If this integral is denoted by IM, suppose we denote this integral by IM, then it should be reduction formula means it should be reduced. It should be n minus 1, and in the result it should be n minus 1 or n minus 2 or n minus 3 or n minus 4. We have to reduce this. If I is equal to this, we have to obtain a result which includes IN and n minus 1 or IN minus 2 or like that. You see, solution. You see, we have sin nx minus sin n minus 2x. Sin nx minus sin n minus 2x. In the class 11 level, you got that sin a minus sin b or sin c minus sin d equal to twice cos c plus d by 2 into sin c minus d by 2. This is equal to twice cos c plus d by 2 into sin c minus d by 2 into sin c minus d by 2. Since what we have applied sin c minus sin d, this is equal to twice cos c plus d by 2 into sin c minus d by 2. Sin c minus sin d equal to twice cos c plus d by 2 into sin c minus d by 2. Let me on the switch of the fan. This is this. This is equal to, this means sin nx minus sin n minus 2x equal to 2 times of, what will be this? If x is common, n plus n minus 2. N plus n minus 2. Right, like that. Into x divided by 2. Into sin nx minus nx plus 2x divided by 2. Am I right? And this is equal to 2 times of cos twice n minus 2 into x. Twice n minus 2 into x. 2 is common. N minus 1 into x divided by 2 into sin. This nx will be cancelled. Twice x divided by x will be equal to sin x. Sin x. Thus, sin nx minus sin n minus 2x equal to 2 times of cos n minus 1x into sin x. You have got this. Now divide this by sin x. This means sin nx by sin x minus sin n minus 2x by sin x equal to 2 times of cos n minus 1x divided by sin x. Dividing by sin x. Dividing by sin x. Now integrating. This means sin nx divided by sin x equal to 2 times of cos n minus 1x plus sin n I am sin n minus 2x divided by sin x. Divided by sin x. Now integrating we get. Integrate both sides. Now integrating we get. Integrating we get. Integration sin nx by sin x dx equal to integration 2 cos n minus 1x dx plus integral sin n minus 2x divided by sin x dx. Easily you can find the integral of this one. You can find the integral of this one. What is the integral of this one? This is equal to 2 times of sin n minus 1x divided by cos mx, integration of cos mx equal to sin mx divided by m. This means it will be m plus integral sin n minus 2x divided by sin x. And the left hand side will be equal to left hand side will be equal to sin nx divided by sin x dx. This is the required reduction formula because n is reduced by 2, n minus 2. Which is the required reduction formula? If you put it as in, it will be this plus it will be in minus 2. Which is the required reduction formula? Which is the required reduction formula? Reduction formula. This is the required reduction formula. You may write, you may denote this by n. In equal to this, then in will be equal to 2 times of this plus in minus 2 plus in minus 2. It will be like this. First part has been proved. First part has been proved. We have proved the part 1. Suppose this is number 1. Suppose this is number 1. From 1 we get, now we are going to answer the second part. From 1 we get, from 1 we get integration 0 to pi sin nx divided by sin x dx equal to 2 times of sin n minus 1x divided by n minus 1. It should be 0 to pi plus integration 0 to pi sin n minus 2x divided by sin x dx. Divided by sin x dx. What will be this integral? This is equal to n minus 1 pi. If you put pi here, this will be equal to 0 and also sin 0 equal to 0. 0 plus integration 0 to pi sin n minus 2x divided by sin x dx. Since sin n minus 1 pi, this is equal to 0, sin n pi minus pi, it will be equal to 0. This is equal to 0 and sin 0 equal to 0. Therefore, you will get this one. Suppose if we denote it by suppose this is number 2. This is number 2. What is 2? Left side is 0 to pi sin nx by sin x. Dx equal to this. If I am equal to integration 0 to pi sin nx divided by sin x dx, then from 2 I am equal to I n minus 2. Right? I n will be equal to I n minus 2. If you denote this by I n, it will be I n minus 2. Now replacing n by n minus 2 in 3, replacing n by n minus 2 in 3 we get I n minus 2 will be equal to I n minus 4. Suppose this is number 4. Using 4 in 3 we get 4 in 3 we get I n, this is equal to I n minus 2, this is equal to I n minus 4. I n minus 4. Suppose this is number 5. Now replacing n by n minus 4 in 3, replacing n by n minus 4 in 3, we get I n minus 4 will be equal to I n minus 6. Put n is equal to n minus 4 here. I n minus 4 will be equal to I n minus 6. I n minus 6. Therefore, if it is number 6, using 6 in 5, using 6 in 5, 6 in 5 we get I n equal to I n minus 2 equal to I n minus 4 equal to I n minus 6. Proceeding in this way, proceeding in this way. Proceeding in this way, we shall ultimately get proceeding in this way, we shall ultimately get I n equal to I n minus 2 equal to I n minus 4 equal to, reduce it by 2, n minus 4, next n minus 6, next n minus 7, n minus 8, like that. It will be I 2 if n is even. It will be I 2 if n is even. Reduce it by 2. Suppose it is 0 to pi sin 10x divided by sin x, like that. This integral will be equal to sin 8x divided by sin x, and this will be equal to sin 6x divided by sin x. It will be sin 4x divided by sin x. It will be sin twice x divided by sin x. And then if you reduce it but then it will be 0. Therefore, if n is even, it will be, last term will be I2. Last term will be I2. I2, I1 will be equal to I2. Now, if it is odd, suppose it is 9x. Suppose it is 9x. 9x. It is I9. This will be equal to I7x. Sin 7x divided by 7. Sin 7x divided by sin x. Next term will be sin 5x divided by sin x. I5. Next term will be sin 3x divided by sin x. I3. Next time will be sin x divided by sin x. That is, it will be 1. I1. In equal to this if n is even, and in will be equal to in minus 2 equal to in minus 4 equal to in minus 6, like that. I1 if n is odd. If n is odd, you will get this one. If n is odd. If n is even, in equal to I2. If n is odd, in equal to I1. Thus, in will be equal to ultimately I2 if n is even, and in equal to I1 if n is odd. In will be equal to I2 if n is even, and in equal to I1 if n is odd. Now, I2. No, it is I2. I2 equal to integration 0 to pi. It will be sin twice x divided by sin x. It will be like this: 0 to pi 2 times of sin x into cos x divided by sin x dx. You see, sin twice x equal to twice sin x into cos x. This is equal to 2 times of integration 0 to pi cos x dx equal to 2 times of sin x. It will be 0 to pi equal to, I am writing here, 2 times of 0 minus 0. Since sin pi equal to 0 and sin 0 equal to 0. Thus, if n is even, in equal to I2, this will be equal to 0. This will be equal to 0. Thus, if n is even, then it will be I2 equal to 0. That is in equal to 0. If n is even, this is equal to 0. Means integration 0 to pi sin n x divided by sin x equal to 0. That is integration 0 to pi sin n x divided by sin x, it will be equal to 0. This is equal to 0 if n is even. N is even. No need to integrate. No need to integrate. If you are asked a question, what is the value of integration 0 to pi sin 100x divided by sin x? You know that 100 is even, therefore answer is equal to 0. Immediately you can say that the answer is 0. Integration 0 to pi sin 50x divided by sin x, it will be also 0. 50 is even, the answer is equal to 0. Now case 2, when n is odd. This is case 1, when n is odd. Then I1 equal to equal to 0 to pi sin nx divided by sin x. Nx means n is equal to 1, it will be. This is equal to 0 to pi 1 dx equal to pi. The answer is equal to pi. X 0 to pi, this is equal to pi. Thus, when n is odd, this is equal to pi. If you are asked the integral 0 to pi sin 33x divided by sin x, answer will be equal to pi. 33 is odd, answer is pi. Immediately you can say the answer of that question. N is odd, then in equal to pi. Integration 0 to pi, thus 0 to pi sin nx divided by sin x equal to 0 if n is even. Not only that, 0 to pi sin nx divided by sin x, it will be equal to pi if n is odd. If n is odd. Very important result. You should be written by. Integration 0 to pi sin nx divided by sin x equal to 0 when n is even and it is equal to pi when n is odd. The second part has been proved. And the third part was, what was the third part? We have to show that integration 0 to pi sin nx divided by sin x whole square equal to n pi. The third part is this. Now we are going to prove the third part. Third part. Last part. Third part. Let n equal to integration 0 to pi sin n theta divided by sin theta. We wrote it as theta whole square d theta. Let n equal to this. n equal to this. Then n minus 1 will be equal to 0 to pi sin n minus 1 theta divided by sin theta d theta. It will be definitely like this. If n equal to this 0 to pi sin n theta divided by sin theta whole square, n minus 1 will be equal to this. Of course, I forgot to this whole square d theta will be equal to this. Right? Now in minus 1. What is in minus 1? It is 0 to pi sin n theta divided by sin theta whole square minus 0 to pi sin n minus 1 theta divided by sin theta whole square. in minus 1 will be equal to this. in minus 1 will be equal to this. This is equal to 0 to pi sin square n theta divided by sin square theta minus sin square n minus 1 theta divided by sin square theta d theta. You may write like this, or 0 to pi sin square theta sin square n theta minus sin square n minus 1 theta d theta. You may write like this. What is this? You see, what is this? It is of the form sin square a into sin square a minus sin square b. You see sin square a minus sin square b. It is of the form sin square a minus sin square b. This may be written as sin a plus sin b into sin a minus sin b. You may write like this: sin a plus sin b into sin a minus sin b. This is equal to twice sin c plus d by 2 into cos c minus d by 2. 2 times of sin, first cos, you write 2 times of cos a plus b by 2 into sin a minus b by 2. Now see, 2 sin a plus b and cos a plus b, these 2. 2 sin a plus b by 2 into cos a plus b by 2. Also 2 times of sin a minus b by 2 into cos a minus b by 2. You may write like this. This is equal to 2 times of sin a into cos a, sin a plus b. You may write sin a plus b. And here also twice sin a into sin b, sin a minus b. Sin 2 times of this, and it will be sin a minus b. You may write in this way also. Sin square A minus sin square B. This is equal to sin A plus B into sin A minus B. Into sin A minus B. Perhaps you know this is equal to 0 to pi. 0 to pi. It is sin square A minus sin square B, sin A plus B, sin n theta plus n minus 1 theta into this into sin n theta minus n minus 1 theta. You may write in this way also. And in the denominator it was sin square theta. Sin square theta. This theta. Since sin square A minus sin square B, this is equal to sin A plus B into sin A minus B. Into sin A minus B. What will be this? 0 to pi. 0 to pi. N theta plus n theta minus theta. If you take theta common, n plus n minus 1, twice n minus 1 theta. Into sin n theta minus n theta plus theta, sin theta, divided by sin square theta. Divided by sin square theta d theta. You will get this one. Let me give you the sums to write down. This is equal to 0 to pi. Sin twice n minus 1 theta divided by sin theta d theta. Divided by sin theta d theta. You know, from this relation we have got this one. Sin square A, you may not apply this property, this formula, sin square A minus sin square B. This is equal to sin square A minus sin square B. This is equal to sin A plus B into sin A minus B. We have applied this formula. Sin square A minus sin square B equal to sin A plus B into sin A minus B. We have applied this. Now, suppose it is star. Suppose it is star. Now I am giving you a note. Giving you a note. It is integral is like this sin square n theta minus. It is sin square n theta minus sin square n minus 1 theta divided by sin square theta. Sin square theta. This term will become sin twice n minus 1 theta divided by sin theta. Now, if you multiply both sides by 2, multiply not both sides, multiply numerator and denominator by 2. If you multiply numerator and denominator by 2, multiply numerator and denominator by 2, then you will get this one. This is equal to twice sin square theta. This is equal to 1 minus cos 2 theta. Twice sin square theta equal to 1 minus cos 2 theta. 1 minus cos 2 theta minus 1 here also 1 minus cos 2 theta can be applied. Minus is there, therefore you may write cos 2 times of n minus 1 theta divided by twice sin square theta. You may write like this. Now plus 1 minus 1 will be cancelled. This is equal to cos 2 times of n minus 1 theta minus cos twice n theta divided by 2 times of sine square theta. It will be like this, and this is equal to, it is of the form cos b minus cos c twice sin c plus d by 2 into sin c minus d by 2 and it is twice sin square theta. Now you see, this two will be cancelled. This two will be cancelled. Now I am writing here. What will be this? It will be 4n theta minus twice theta divided by 2. This is equal to, from this I am writing here, in the denominator it will be sin square theta, because 2 and 2 cancel. 4n theta minus 2 theta, 2 will be also cancelled, twice and minus 1 theta, twice and minus 1 theta into twice and theta cancel, twice theta divided by 2 sin theta. This is equal to twice and minus 1 theta divided by sin theta. Same result we have obtained. In this way also, note, I am writing here note, you may write it as a bracket, no need to write in the examination. Only one method will have to be applied. You should apply only one method. By multiplying numerator denominator by 2 also, we shall get the same result. Sin twice and minus 1. After that, we are going to the main question. We have got 0 to pi. Put it as within the bracket. This one. What is sin twice and minus 1 theta divided by sin theta? Now in the previous in the second part, we proved that integration 0 to pi sin n theta divided by sin theta equal to pi if n is odd, and it is equal to 0 if n is even. Now you see, what is twice n minus 1? N is an integer. In the question it should have been written that n is an integer. If n is an integer, twice n minus 1 should be equal to, should be an odd number. Now in the left hand side now, in minus 1 equal to 0 to pi. I am writing this step again. This divided by sin theta d theta. We have got this one. Now you see, this is equal to pi. Simply you can say that this is equal to pi, because twice n minus 1 is odd. Since twice n minus 1 is odd, since twice n minus 1 is odd, therefore odd and twice n odd, and therefore integration 0 to pi sin twice n minus 1 theta divided by sin theta should be equal to pi. It should be equal to pi. If it had been an even number, then the result would have been equal to 0. The result would be 0. And it is odd, therefore the result is equal to pi. We have applied the second part. Integration 0 to pi sin n theta divided by sin theta. This is equal to pi if n is odd. We have applied this. And therefore integration 0 to pi sin n theta divided by sin theta equal to pi if n is odd. We have applied this. If it is odd, then the result is equal to pi. Thus, I am equal to I n minus 1 plus pi. You have got this one. Suppose it is number this pi. Replacing n by n minus 1 in 1 we get. I n minus 1 will be equal to I n minus 2 plus pi. This will be equal to I n minus 2 plus pi. Suppose it is number 2. Applying 2 in 1 we get. Applying 2 in 1. 2 in 1 we get. I am equal to I n minus 2 plus pi and another pi. It will be twice pi. Suppose it is number 3. Replacing n by n minus 2 in 1 we get. I n minus 2 equal to I n minus 3 plus pi. Suppose it is number 4. Applying 4 in 3 we get. 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 You will get I n equal to I n minus 2 means I n minus 3 plus pi. I n minus 3 plus pi plus twice pi. This means I n equal to I n minus 3 plus thrice pi. Proceeding in this way, we shall ultimately get. Proceeding in this way, we shall ultimately get. Proceeding in this way, we shall ultimately get what we will get. I am equal to. It will be reducing by 1, 1 like this. I n minus 3 plus thrice pi. This 3 equal to this, and this 2 equal to this. You see here. If it is I n minus 2, the coefficient of pi will be equal to 2. If it is 3, I n minus 3, it is also 3. If it is ultimately 1, 1 minus, if you are proceeding in this way, subtract 1 from each term, it will be, suppose it is I9. Then this term will be, first it will be I8, then it will be I7, then it will be I6, and like that. Ultimately it will be equal to I1. It will be equal to I1. Proceeding in this way, we shall ultimately get this one, I1. Now you see, this 3 equal to this 3, this 2 equal to this 2. What will be here? What will be this term? What will be this term? It will be multiplied by pi. What will be the coefficient of pi? It will be multiplied by pi. We know it. It will be multiplied by pi. You see, it is n minus 3 and it is also 3. If it is 3, it is 3. If it is 8, it is 8. Like that. If it is 1, what will be this? What will be this? We have written here n minus 3 equal to 1. N minus 3 equal to 1. We have written n minus 3. 1. For 1 we have written n minus 3. n minus 3. We have written 1 for n minus 3. For n minus 3. For 3, what will be written? Plus 2. 1 plus 2. For 3, we must write n minus 1. We must write here n minus 1. N minus 1. It will be pi. You see here. To get 1 from this term, n minus 3 has been replaced by 1. In other words, n minus 3, we have written it is 1. In other words, you see, for 3, we have written n minus 1. For 3, we have written n minus 1. If you write 3 equal to n minus 1, for n, if you write n minus 1, you will get n minus n plus 1 equal to 1. To get 1, I1, we have to replace 3 by n minus 1. If this 3 has been replaced by n minus 1, this 3 should also be replaced by n minus 1. Perhaps you have understood. n minus 1. Suppose it is number, another, suppose I am writing here as star. Now, I1 equal to integration 0 to pi sin theta divided by sin theta whole square. It will be this. This is equal to 0 to pi sin m theta by sin theta whole square. For m we have written 1. For m we have written 1. It will be equal to 1 d theta. This is equal to pi. It will be pi. It will be pi. Therefore, from star we get. From star we get I1 equal to pi plus m minus 1 pi. This is equal to pi plus m pi minus pi. This is equal to m pi. Therefore, I am equal to m pi. Therefore, we have got 0 to pi sin m theta divided by sin theta whole square d theta equal to m pi. We have got this one, m pi. This is equal to m pi. This is equal to m pi. Now, take another word. Perhaps you have understood this one. Perhaps you have copied everything. Next question I am going to discuss is if Sn equal to integration 0 to pi by 2 sin twice n minus 1 theta divided by sin theta, suppose this one, and Vn equal to integration 0 to pi by 2 sin n theta divided by sin theta whole square d theta. This time the limit is pi by 2, 0 to pi by 2. Prove that. Sn plus 1 equal to Sn. Sn plus 1 minus Sn equal to 0 and Vn plus 1 minus Vn equal to Sn plus 1. You will get this one. You will get if Sn equal to this, the solution of this question will be like this. Sn equal to integration 0 to pi by 2 sine twice m minus 1 theta divided by sine theta d theta. Therefore, Sm plus 1 will be equal to what? 0 to pi by 2 sine 2 times of m plus 1 minus 1 theta divided by sine theta d theta. Am I right? This is equal to integration 0 to pi by 2 sine twice n plus 2 minus 1 twice n minus 1 twice n plus 1 twice n plus 1 theta divided by sine theta d theta. Twice n plus 2 minus 1 it will be this. Sm plus 1 equal to this. Therefore, Sm plus 1 minus Sm will be equal to 0 to pi by 2. This minus this. Theta divided by sin. Minus sine twice m minus 1 theta divided by sin theta. Skipping one step. This minus this. Take the integral common, we will get this one. Take the integral common, you will get this one. Now, this means Sm plus 1 minus Sm equal to integration 0 to pi by 2, and it is sin theta, sin twice m plus 1 theta minus sin twice n minus 1 theta d theta. It will be like this. This is equal to 0 to pi by 2. It is of the form sin c minus sin d. Sin c minus sin d equal to twice cos c plus d by 2 into sin c minus d by 2. I am going to apply this. Twice cos c plus d by 2 c plus d by 2, the cos should be written here. Twice cos c plus d by 2 into sin c minus d by 2. C plus d by 2 into sin c minus d by 2. And here you will get it is sin theta. You will get sin theta. This is equal to 0 to pi by 2. 2 times of cos. What will be this? Twice n 4n theta plus theta minus theta will be cancelled. This plus theta minus theta will be cancelled. Twice n theta plus twice n theta. 4n theta divided by 2. Twice n theta. Twice n theta. Sin here twice n theta minus twice n theta will be cancelled. Theta plus theta, twice theta divided by 2, it will be sin theta. And the denominator is also sin theta. This is equal to 0 to pi by 2. 2 times of cos twice m theta d theta equal to 2 times of sin twice m theta divided by twice m 0 to pi by 2 equal to 1 by m sin for theta you put pi by 2 m pi minus sin 0 will be equal to 0 simply. This will be equal to 0. Sin m pi minus sin 0 equal to 0. Thus Sm plus 1 minus Sm it is equal to 0, or Sm plus 1 equal to Sm. You see. Now the second part is Vn plus 1 minus Vn it should be equal to Sn plus 1. Sn plus 1 means 0 to pi by 2 sine twice n plus 1 theta divided by sine theta. Like this. Now, Pn plus 1 minus Pn. Pn plus 1 minus. Second part. Pn plus 1 minus Pn equal to 0 to pi by 2 sine n plus 1 sine square n plus 1 theta divided by sine square theta d theta minus 0 to pi by 2 sine square n theta divided by sine square theta. D theta, can I write like this? For Pn, simply replace n by n plus 1. This is equal to 0 to pi by 2. Sine square n plus 1 theta minus sine square n theta. D theta. You get this one. This is equal to 0 to pi by 2. 2 times of sine square n plus 1 theta minus 2 times of sine square n theta divided by 2 times of sine square theta. This is equal to 0 to pi by 2. Twice sine square theta. It is equal to 1 minus cos 2 theta. 2 times of n plus 1 theta minus again 1 minus 2 times of 1 minus cos 2 times of n theta divided by 2 times of sine square theta d theta. Right? This means Pn plus 1 minus Pn equal to integration 0 to pi by 2. 0 to pi by 2. Plus 1 minus 1 will be cancelled. Cos twice n theta minus cos 2 times of n plus 1 theta divided by 2 times of sine square theta d theta. You may write like this. This is equal to 0 to pi by 2. Cos b minus cos c twice sine c plus d by 2 into sine c minus d by 2 into sine c minus d by 2 twice sine square theta d theta. Right. Now these two will be cancelled. These two will be cancelled. This is equal to integration 0 to pi by 2. It will be, in the denominator sine square theta. Sine two times of n plus 1 plus n theta divided by 2 into sine 2 times of n plus 1 minus n theta divided by 2 d theta. Can I write like this? Twice theta is common. N plus 1 plus n. Twice theta common. N plus 1 minus n. This is equal to integration 0 to pi by 2 sine This two will be cancelled. This two will be cancelled. Sine twice n plus 1 theta into sine theta, and n will be cancelled. Divided by sine square theta. What is this? This is equal to integration 0 to pi by 2 sine twice n plus 1 theta divided by sine theta d theta. Is it not Sn plus 1? Sn plus 1. 0 to pi by 2 sine twice n plus 1 theta divided by sine theta d theta. It is Sn plus 1. Since Sn equal to integration 0 to pi by 2 sine twice n minus 1 into theta divided by sine theta d theta. Therefore, Sn plus 1 is equal to this. Thus, Vn plus 1 minus Vn equal to Sn plus 1. We have proved. After doing another problem, I will stop the class. Evaluate. Suppose evaluate. Very simple. 0 to 1. Sine inverse x whole to the power 4 dx. Whole to the power 4 dx. Very simple. Sine inverse x whole to the power 4 dx. Very simple. To obtain the reduction formula, we generally apply the method of integration by parts. Integration by parts. Now we see here. Put sine inverse x equal to theta. This means x is equal to sine theta. This means dx equal to cos theta d theta. X equal to 0 implies theta is equal to, if you put x is equal to 0, theta will be equal to 0. X equal to 1 implies theta is equal to pi by 2. Theta is equal to pi by 2, right? X is equal to 0, theta is equal to. Therefore, I equal to integration 0 to 1 sine inverse x whole to the power 4 dx equal to theta equal to 0 to pi by 2. Sine inverse theta means it will be theta to the power 4. Dx means cos theta d theta. Cos theta d theta. The integration becomes theta to the power 4 cos theta d theta. Integration with respect to theta. This thing. Now integrate this by parts. Theta to the power 4 sin theta 0 to pi by 2 minus integration 0 to pi by 2 4 theta cube sin theta d theta. Integrating by parts, taking cos theta as integrating by parts. Integrating by parts. Integrating by parts, taking, cos theta is the second function. Now you see here, it will not be equal to 0. You see, if you put pi by 2, it is not equal to 0. It is not equal to 0. This is equal to pi by 2 whole to the power 4. Sin pi by 2 means 1. Sin 0 means 1. Since sin pi by 2 is equal to 1. Minus 4. Integration 0 to pi by 2. Theta cube. Sin theta d theta. Since sin pi by 2 equal to 1. Therefore, you will get simply pi by 2 whole to the power 4. This is equal to pi to the power 4 by 2 to the power 4 minus 4. Again integrate this by parts. Theta cube minus cos theta 0 to pi by 2 minus integration 0 to pi by 2 thrice theta square minus cos theta d theta. Minus cos theta d theta. Minus cos theta d theta. This is equal to pi by 4. 16 minus 4. Cos pi by 2 equal to 0. If you put theta is equal to 0, it will be 0. Cos pi by 2 equal to 0. No term from this. No contribution from this. Will be equal to 0 minus 0. Minus minus plus. 3 times of integration 0 to pi by 2 theta square cos theta d theta. Since you may write here cos pi by 2 equal to 0. Since cos pi by 2, this is equal to 0. This is equal to pi to the power 4 divided by 16 minus 4 into 3, 12, 0 to pi by 2 theta square cos theta d theta. This is equal to pi to the power 4 divided by 16 minus 12. First function theta square, it is sin theta. Sin theta 0 to pi by 2. 0 to pi by 2 minus integration 0 to pi by 2, it will be twice theta into sin theta d theta. This is equal to pi to the power 4 by 16 minus 12. It will be pi by 2 whole square. Sin pi by 2 is equal to 1 and sin 0 equal to 0. Minus 2 times of integration 0 to pi by 2 theta sin theta d theta. Theta sin theta into d theta. Since sin pi by 2 equal to 1. I am feeling that it is a higher secondary level question. Means class 11, 12 level question. Minus 12, it will be pi square divided by 4 minus 2 times of theta minus cos theta. This 0 to pi by 2 minus 0 to pi by 2 1 into minus cos theta d theta. It will be this sign and this. This means pi to the power 4 by 16 minus, it will be 12 into pi square by 4 plus 24 plus 24. This 24 means the work of the bracket has been done. 24 and it will be 0 minus 0 plus 0 to pi by 2 cos theta d theta. Cos theta d theta. Since cos pi by 2 equal to 0, cos pi by 2, this is equal to 0. This is equal to pi to the power 4 by 16 minus thrice pi square plus 24. It will be sin theta 0 to pi by 2 equal to pi to the power 4 by 16 minus thrice pi square plus 24 sin pi by 2 minus sin 0. This is equal to pi to the power 4 by 16 minus thrice pi square plus 24. Since sin pi by 2 equal to 1, sin 0 equal to 0. Sin 0 equal to 0. You see, the integral, value of the integral will be pi to the power 4 by 16 minus thrice pi square plus 24. This is the answer. Dear students, I want to stop here. Thanks for attending the class. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.